If you've ever opened your medicine cabinet, chances are you found old or unused prescriptions that you're not sure what to do with.
Well, joining us in this sponsored segment to tell us is Assistant Professor of Pharmacy Practice at Cedarville University, Dr. Shannon Yarosz. Dr. Shannon, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
So this topic is, a lot of people have questions for this one, even myself included. So when it comes to prescription medications, are there ways to dispose of prescription medications safely?
So there is actually ways to dispose of them safely, and the one thing I like to always tell everyone that asks me is there are usually drug take-back programs around your area, or even local pharmacies and hospitals, and even local fire stations or police stations. And so if you're cleaning out, your drawers, your cupboards, and you find medications that you're either not using or expired, that is the safest way to do it. Again, usually in your community, I would try to find either a police station or a firehouse. Sometimes they'll have days where they do drug take-backs. You could give them a call or look online. But then also, again, like your local pharmacies, sometimes they'll have specific locations that may take them back. And there's also usually an FDA kind of drug take-back day twice a year, and so a lot of times that is advertised in different areas as well.
And I know a common question that many ask,
I've
is
asked
it
myself
okay?
this
Yes,
too.
I have too. Is it okay to flush them or to throw them away?
Sure. So the next best thing I would say is to do it would be safely for throwing them away, and this is what you would want to do. So you would want to take the medications and you would want to get them out of the original bottles, and then you would want to mix them with something that is what I would call unpalatable. So something a child or an animal would not want to eat. So I usually tell people coffee grounds, cat litter, anything that it can be kind of mixed with, it's going to make it not wanted to kind of fish it out and take it. And then you want to keep it in a container that is sealable. So again, like a tin or something that you keep coffee in, anything with a lid that you're able to kind of safely do that, or even seal it afterwards, and then you can put it in the trash. So what you don't want to do is just take, loose tablets and kind of just throw them in the trash. You don't want to do that. So you do want to do the mixing method and throwing them away. As for flushing them down the toilet or the sink or anything like that, it is not recommended, but I will say there are some medications that are more high risk. They tend to be medications that can be abused, misused, or even very dangerous if taking at a very low dose or even one dose for a child or for animals, or even older adults who maybe get more than they need. So there is on the FDA's website, they have a list called the FDA Flushable List, and so you could go there to see if any of your medications are on that list. That is more of a last resort. Really what you want to try to do is go to that drug take-back program or go to a place that is taking back drugs like we spoke about. That would be ideal, but if you really had to, you could do that with those particular medications. Yeah,
the mixing method, that's a good method. I've never heard of that one before, so I'm
glad
that we're talking about this one. So speaking of those drug take-back programs, how can someone find a medication take-back location near them?
Yeah, that's a great question. So like I mentioned before, on the FDA's website, sometimes they'll have kind of general ideas, or even the DEA website, but I would always say to start local. And so local community pharmacies, especially if it's a chain pharmacy, they'll have specific locations that might take drugs back. And then, like I said, those sometimes a local firehouse or a police station sometimes will do that. You just want to make sure you check with them first, and they'll let you know what they accept and what they don't accept.
Absolutely, and if you're thinking at home, these are great questions, but I have more. You can submit those health or medication questions by going to Ask the Pharmacist, cedarville.edu/askthepharmacist. Dr. Shannon, thank you so much for being here and sharing these insightful tips.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and Ask the Pharmacist is presented by Cedarville University School of Pharmacy.